Okay, this is going to be the middle layer solve. We just did our first layer, which is right here. Our corresponding edges are lined up. We got the side. So what I do for the middle, it's really an exercise in feel. In other words, it's a pattern that simply consists of, and if you can practice this pattern, you can solve the middle layer. Now the hard part, almost everybody can solve one layer, okay? Just because you just finagle it and get it done. The hard part, when you go to solve what separates, somebody that just plays with the Rubik's Cube and somebody that can actually solve it, when you start getting the middle and the last layers without messing up what you've already done, that's the hard part, okay? So the pattern that you want to get used to doing is holding the cube just like this, and you're going to either go right side or left side. But what you're going to do, and ignore this, pretend it's messed up. I'll just mess it up again to show you the middle layer. The pattern you're going to do is, starting with the right side, we'll say, is the bottom flick, okay? So if I bottom flick right, it's like that. If I bottom flick left, it's like this, okay? So what I want to do is, I'm going to go right side first. Ready? I flick down, then I do this hand, flick back. Then I turn the cube, then I do the exact opposite, starting with this hand then. Flick down, then I go to the other hand, flick back. That is basically it. That's it. If you can do that, and I'll show you how that works in production here. Let me hurry up and get the side, or get my edge back to show you now that I messed it up. Okay. Recap on the edge here. We're going to do that pattern that we did, that flick down, flick back. That same pattern. This is how that pattern works. The edge pieces, there's only 4. In other words, the centers don't change. This is the red side because the center's red. Green side, orange, and blue. Okay? The edge pieces are what goes right here. This is already in place. We're not going to move the center. So we're only going to move really 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. That's it. So what I do is I look for an edge piece, like here. It's obviously not going to have yellow on it, otherwise it's going to belong here. So red and green, that goes right, there's only one red and green edge piece on the whole cube, and it goes right there. Green, or red, green. So this goes here. So how we do that is it depends on what color's on top. Okay, I'm going to keep my white facing up, by the way. That's how I do it. And I simply line the color up. Since red's on top, I line up red. If this was green and red and flipped, I would line up green. But since it's red, I put it right under red. And then my pattern that we went over is going to be determined by where the cube's going. If the cube's going to the left side, I start with my left hand. If the cube's going to the right side, I start with my right hand. Simple. So this is going red and green here to the left. So I start with my left hand. Now watch. Starting with left, flick down, flick back, turn the cube so that the one you displaced faces you with white, okay? And then I do the exact opposite, which means I'm starting with my right hand. Flick down, flick back. That's it. There's my green and red cube in perfect placement. I didn't mess up anything else. So that's all. So now I look again on the bottom, and it's a very bad example because I've got none. In other words, all the cubes are in here. Now how you get these out of this place is just do the same exact thing. Flick down, flick back, turn it, flick down, flick back. That basically puts another cube there, which puts yours down. Okay, so now I've got green or blue and red. I match up my color, which is blue. Red, I'm going that way to the left. I start with my left hand again. And flick down, flick back, turn, flick down, flick back. There it is. Now I look again. This guy's got to be switched. I'm just going to do that quick because I want to get him out of there. And I want to do that with this one too. Just because it's a bad example, because I would like the cubes down there. So now I take blue and orange. That goes here. So starting with the right side, because it's pointing, it's going to the right, I do my same pattern. Flick down, flick back, turn it so the white spot's facing me, flick down, flick back. Okay. And my last one, orange and green, goes here, going to the right. I start with my right hand, flick down, flick back, turn it to the spot faces me, flick down, flick back. And I've just solved the entire middle, which gives me both layers. See that? So the only thing I have to solve now is this top layer. Stay tuned for the next video.